Okay, good morning, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, just wait, I'm starting. Okay, so let's start. So we have discussed in our last classes, this is module 2. There are different types of control, okay, control system. So we have covered that is cascade control system, and another is feed forward control system. And we started the ratio control system also, just introduction part. So today we will continue at first ratio control and the rest of the part of this module. Okay, so my whiteboard is visible, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So ratio control. So what is ratio control first of all? Ratio control, it is basically used to ensure in our process control industries, it is ensured that two or more flows are kept at a constant ratio, even the flows are changing. Okay, so this is basically expression for the ratio control system. So ratio control is used to ensure that two or more flows are kept at a constant ratio even if the flows are changing. Okay, that means in our process control industries we know that there are lots of liquid, that is water, something it is cold water or boiled water, and another chemical that is a liquid form. We have to move to one setup to another setup also. Okay, so these are the basically we have to control two or more different types of flows lines. Okay, so in that case, in our ratio control system, it is used to ensure that two or more flows are kept at a constant ratio. Okay, that means user or system, that is automatic control system, it is set up the constant value. That means in 1 hour, within 1 hour, that amount of flows it is passes through the valve also. So these are the basically set point. This is two or more different type flows. We have to setting the constant value, that is a constant ratio, even if the flows are the change. So in that pattern, we take one examples. Everyone, I think you have to conducting a bike rider, that is a bike. You know that in our carburetor system, that is a petrol and air is mixing. So these are the basically one is gaseous and one is liquid, something like that. So in that point, one ratio it is present. That means 1:3. That means one is the certain amount of liquid, that means the petrol, and three, that is a three is the one gaseous, that is a air. From air, oxygen is collected and then this is processed in the carburetor system. So this is a one example. Okay, this is a one liquid and one air gaseous form. So in that process control industries, we ratio control, it is used two or more flows in a kept up a constant ratio, that is a desired value we have to set up to flow or changes. Okay, is this clear all of you? This is basically called the ratio control system. Okay, and this ratio control system, it is a one type of feed forward control system. So this ratio control system is a feed forward control system. Okay, where in this feed forward control system, that means disturbance are measured and held in constant ratio with the each other. That means two or more types of liquid we or flow rate we have to conjugate in this ratio control systems. Okay, another one, wild stream, WILD, wild stream. What is wild stream? The stream whose flow rate is uncontrollable is called wild stream. Okay, that means which flow rate, that means one big type of stream flow system we have to occurred in this case. So this stream whose flow rate is uncontrollable, that is not controllable by the user. So this system, it is called the wild stream flow. Okay, so in this ratio control system, there are certain rules we have to cover, that is we have to obey these rules also. So first one we have to follow. Number one, to keep a constant ratio between the flow rate and the stream. In the reboiler of a distillation column. So first condition, to keep a constant ratio between the flow rate and the stream in the reboiler of the distillation column. That means when you have to use two or more different types of fluid, we have to set the constant ratio, that is a one value we have to set up between the flow rate, okay, and the stream in the reboiler of the distillation column. That means when we have to use the boiler, so in this boiler sometime it is uses for the cold water, that is a cold liquid, and another one is the hot liquid, because we know that boiler temperature we have to set the particular temperature. This temperature either it is decreases or increases, the losses is very much increases also. So in that case, this boiler temperature we set, that is a plus minus 2 or 3 degrees Celsius also. In that case, we have to set up the constant ratio of this fuel flow rate also. Okay, is it clear, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, thank you. Number two conditions you have to follow to hold the reflux ratio. Reflux ratio constant in a distillation column. Okay, to hold the reflux ratio, that means when you have to set up the ratio between the two or more liquids, so this ratio you have to setting the particular set point. So this is the to hold the reflux ratio constant, it is not changeable. That means when user it is automatic setup, this ratio it is not changes. So this is basically to hold the reflux ratio constant in a distillation column. Another one, to control the ratio of the to control the ratio of two reactants entering in a reactor at a desired ratio. At a desired ratio. That means when you have to when you have to flow that any types of liquid in the reactant, so that means it is a certain of fixed amount we have to flow, because when this flow it is increases or decreases, that means when this particular area of this surface area, that means the boiler surface area, it is either it is decreases or increases. So this is the various types of losses are coming. So you have to control the ratio of the two reactants any entering in a reactor in a desired ratio. Okay, so these are the basically certain conditions we have to follow. Next, number 4, to hold the ratio of two blended stream constant. Stream constants. Okay, so this is same thing to hold the ratio of the two blended. That means when you have to mixing in any liquid, that is a two liquid or two or more liquids, that is blended. So this two hold the ratio of the two blended stream in constant. That means we take a one example, that is a carburetor system, that is air and petrol is mixing a 1:3 ratio. So this is the basically logic. You have to set up the hold of the ratio to blended stream in constant terms. Okay, last one conditions you have to follow the ratio control system to maintain correct air and fuel mixture of for optimal combustion. This is a required example we take. to maintain the correct air and fuel mixture. That means these are the carburetor systems. So these mixtures, it is a basically we have to maintain the ratio for optimal combustions. Okay. So this is clear, all of you. So these are the basically 5 conditions we have to follow the ratio control systems. Is it clear, all of you? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So now, so we have to know. So this ratio control system, it is a basically one technique where the variable is manipulated to keep at a ratio proportional to the another. So in that case, we have to express the ratio control system. The expression is, just wait. The ratio of two process variable can be calculated as that is R equals to M by L, where R is the ratio of two process variables. Okay, and M is the manipulated stream, and L is the load stream. Okay, so please remember these equations, that is this expression. This is basically ratio control expression. When the ratio of the two process, that means we have to mix in the two different types of liquid, okay, or flow. So this is two process variable. We have to calculate that these are the basically expression. R equals to, that is M by L, where R is the ratio of the two process variable and M is the manipulated stream or variable. Another one is the L is the load stream. Okay, so these are the basically expression of the ratio control systems. So next part we have to cover. So this is the ratio control system. It is basically two ways. Okay, first one, it is basically two way. So first we draw the diagram, then this is very clear idea. This is FT. Another one, it is also controller part. Then another FT. FT means flow transmitter. Okay. Then another one, this is RC. This is ratio controller system. Another one, this is RD. And here one control valve we have to draw. something like that. Okay, so this is the first one, load stream, which is expressed, that is L, all of you known, and this is basically manipulated stream, and which is expressed, that is capital M. We know that. First, this is basically one controller, which is expressed, that is the and this is the called the divider. This divider, it is across the, one is the load stream, another one is the manipulated stream. This is basically called divider. That is the, we have to division symbols here, we have to use this. Okay, and this is basically load manipulated, that is a load stream channel. Another one is a manipulated stream channel, that is for manipulated stream channel. Another one is a LM, that is a load stream channel. Okay, so, and another one, it is RM valve we have to control here. This is basically a ratio controller. Okay, this is ratio controller. RD, what is RD? RD is the set point of the ratio, that is the ratio set point. Okay, so I am explaining again. So this is a basically method 1 of the ratio control system. So in this diagram here you can see we have draw the two channels. First one is the load stream, we have expressed, that is the L. Another one is the manipulated stream, we have to express, that is capital L. Okay, here one divider we have to use this in between the load stream channel, another one is a manipulated stream channel. Okay, so this is basically FT. These two transmitter channel or valve we have to control. One is the load stream variable, another one is a manipulated stream variable. Okay, and this it is called the one set point for the manipulated stream flow, and LM is set for the another set point for the load stream variables. Okay, and this load stream and manipulated stream we have to mixing one ratio, that is a one desired ratio. User or automatic control system, it is set the ratio of the two or more liquid form. So this is the basically ratio controller system which is control the two flow control system. Okay, and this is also another one valve we have to control to this manipulated variable or manipulated stream to the ratio controller systems. And these are RD for the ratio set point. That means user or controller. That means you have to set the compensation ratio of the these two different types of liquids also. So this is RD. RD means there is a ratio set points. Is it clear, all of you? Anyone any doubts? So please ask me. I am clear again. So this is method 1. Is it clear, all of you? No one is response. This is very bad.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we go to next method. Next method, number 2. I am drawing the picture, then we have to continue. Okay. First, that is a FT, flow transmitter. Then another set point. This is the RS, that is a ratio set point. Another one is the FC, that is the final control variables. In that case, we have to connect it from here. Another flow transmitter system, and here another valve, it is also present. something like that. These are the basically certain. This is the manipulated channel or variable. Okay, so first one, this is the load stream channel, which is expressed here, that is capital L. Another one, this is manipulated stream channel, which is expressed capital M. We know that here first flow transmitter, it is connected to the manipulated stream, that is M. Here one valve we have to control for the manipulated variable, which is expressed here M. Okay, this is the ratio set point. RS means here, that is the ratio set point. Sorry, POINT, ratio set point. At this ratio set point, we have to control by the user or automatic control systems. Another one, this flow transmitter control system, which is controlled by this LM for the load variable or load channel of the final control value, and this is basically called the ratio station. Ratio station, what is ratio station? Where the two or more channel, it is meeting together in one point. This is basically called in our process control variable, that is a process control industry, that is station. So in this ratio station, here two types of flow. One is the load stream, which is expressed here, that is L. Another one is the manipulated stream, that is M. It is mixing in a desired set point value. Okay, so this is basically called the ratio stations. Okay, so these are the basically one another method, that is the method 2. Okay, so in this method 1 and method 2, we have to apply it in our process control industries for the ratio control systems. Okay, it is clear, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, anyone
Yes,
any
sir.
questions? Yes, anyone any questions, any doubt in these two method, method 1 and method 2? This is method 2 and previous one, this is method 1. Any questions in this regard? So please ask me. Okay, so next part, what is the basic application of this ratio control system? Okay, next one question, it is also coming in your exam. That means either cascade control system or feed forward control system or ratio control system. Okay, so first two parts we have to cover in previous 2-3 classes. Everyone please read and go through the previous video I have uploaded in your YouTube, and YouTube link you have to given in your WhatsApp group. So please everyone go through this previous one, and I have uploaded the class notes in your Google Classroom. So please everyone read this carefully. So one things again, anyone is message is tomorrow, so which book is follows for the process control? Okay, so in our process control, it is a devastated, that is a one big area. So here are lots of books are available, but in that case, in your syllabus there are some topics are available. Okay, so in that pattern you have to follow two books. One particular book is not enough. So first one, everyone please note down it. I am here written that is process control. This is the name of the books. This is Oxford publication. Oxford publication, and writer name is Surekha Vanut. Okay, Surekha, sorry, Vanut. This is one books, and another books is very important for the different module for the process control, process instrumentation control. The book name is Industrial Instrumentation and Control. This is basically writer name is S.K. Singh. Okay, S.K. Singh. And I think this book is available in your internet also. Okay, and it is basically publication is Tata McGraw-Hill. This is Tata McGraw-Hill publications. This two book is very important for your process instrumentation and control. Okay, so you have to follow these two books for the different types of module you have to cover in your syllabus also. Okay, and I think these two books is available in the internet, that is a free of PDF download also. Okay, and I am also trying these two types of the soft copy, either it is available in internet, I am uploaded in the Google Classroom also. Okay, later 2-3 days also. Okay, next part, it is application of the ratio control system. That means in which area we have to apply it in industrial application. So this ratio control system, it is basically uses in our industrial applications in the process control industry. First one is blending operation. Blending operation. I am coming in one by one. First, I am rating. First one is blending operation. Number two, it is holding the fuel air ratio to a furnace at the optimum value number third, it is uses maintaining the stoichiometric ratio of reactants to a reactor. And another one, keeping the a specified reflux ratio for a distillation column. Distillation column. Okay, so these are the basic applications area of the ratio control system. First one is blending operation. Blending means that is a mixing. Okay, so in the process control industries, we know that there are two or more variables, that is a physical variables or liquid form or gaseous form. We have to blend it properly. So this properly blended operations we have to use this in our ratio control system, where you have user is set the particular ratio of the blending operations, then this blending operation or ratio control system, it is automatically working down. Okay, number two, you know that holding the air fuel ratio to a furnace at the optimum value. That means where the furnace it is also burning, so in that case you have to mixing the particular fuel and air ratio, you have to set the very value. So this is basically help for or applied for the use of the ratio control systems. Number third, maintaining the stoichiometric ratio of the reactants to a reactor. That is a nuclear reactor. You know that in the nuclear reactors, here the we have to use that is uranium, polonium, rhodonium. Okay, so the thorium. These are the basically nuclear elements we have to use this, and this is one by one. It is also reacted by the for a long times, so you have to maintaining the ratio. This ratio, it is called the stoichiometric ratio in the nuclear reactor systems. So in that case, we have to use as the ratio control systems. Number four, keeping a specified reflux ratio for a distillation column. Okay, so this is basic distillation form. That means we have to set up the different types of liquid. So distillation operations, we have to use as the reflux ratio for the ratio control systems. Okay, is it clear, all of you?
Yes.
Okay, so everyone please write your, yes, everyone please write your own name and roll number in the chat box also. And Abhijit, please respond me.
Yes, sir.
You take a screenshot right now in one page also, okay? And then after the ending the
Yes.
class, you have to send me. And we have another classes. Please everyone join the another classes also. So this is basically ratio control systems. Next, next part, analog digital control system. This is another systems. Analog digital control system. Just wait 1 minute. Analog and digital control system. Okay, so I draw a picture. This is basically input to the system. And this is the output. This is Y. This is X. Yes, anyone? Any questions? Any questions, anyone? And otherwise mute yourself. So this is basically block diagram of any systems. This is basically input, and this is basically the output of the system. So when the input and output signal of a process, it is continuous functions of the timing, it is called the analog control system. That means when the input and output signals of a process are continuous functions of time, this system it is called analog control. Okay, this is basically called the analog control system. That means when the any input and output signals of a process are continuous functions of the with respect to the timing. Okay, this system it is called the analog, or something, it is also another name is continuous. This is continuous control system. Okay,